in Victoria, they have a tram system, a tram system.
He's been Adelaide's king of comedy for as long as most of us can remember.
We've got one tram line. And we didn't want it in the first place, did we? You know, like we were going, everyone, let's have a tram. And everyone's going, oh, no, we don't want a tram.
As a performer, a teacher, a mentor, nobody understands comedy quite like Dave Flanagan.
Oh, come on, let's have a tram. Oh, all right, we'll have a tram. Where are we going to put it? Well, just put it down the street here. Just go along. But I tell you what, we better make it go around the corner so it looks like it's going somewhere.
Dave, the business of comedy is actually very serious. You've been in it for a long time. Tell me about the business of comedy.
Well, it's a serious thing because we laugh at stuff that goes wrong in our lives. We don't actually laugh at... I'll give you an example. If you win the lottery, it's a really happy time, it's fabulous, but it's not funny. But if you win the lottery and lose the ticket, that's where comedy starts. And that's what we talk about. We talk about the things that go wrong in our lives.
My bank manager rang me the other day, said, Mr Flanagan, do you realise you're $500 overdrawn your account? I said, do I ring you when I got money in the bank? He said, are you worried about it? I said, are you? He said, I'm very worried about it. I said, well, there's no point in two of us worrying about it, is there?
Do people expect comedians to be on all the time?
Yes. And that's probably one of the problems that being a comedian is. It's sort of like you go to a party, you're out to dinner, and everyone just wants to tell you a joke. Unfortunately, you've probably heard the joke 100 times.
Can you actually teach people to be funny, or do you need to be inherently entertaining?
No, you have to be confident. The first ingredient of being funny is being confident. You're going to have the worst material in the world, but if you're confident about it, you can make it very funny.
And when he's not on stage himself, Dave teaches that performance confidence to everyone from CEOs to groups of the unemployed, and it's genuinely changing people's lives.
Most of the people that have done the course turn their life around. I say to them, I don't want to change their life, I just want to change their mind, and if they change their mind, they will change their life. And that's what happens. But out of the people we've put through, I'd say 10–15% have got full-time jobs, other people have got taken up courses, but they've become a lot more interested in changing and moving on.
So they can see a future?
Absolutely. They're a lot brighter.
The Comedy Cellar has been an institution in Adelaide forever.
25 years.
25 years. There's not a lot of businesses in terms of entertainment that can boast the same sort of success. And during that time, you've seen some rising stars. So tell me, in terms of homegrown South Australian talent, what's some of the best that have, come through your doors?
I suppose I love Fiona O'Loughlin. She is sensational. And Adam Hills, when he was here. But I suppose the person that I'm very, very proud of is Ray Crowe. Ray Crowe is...
He's the bloke who does the shadow puppet thingies.
Yeah, Royal Command performances, all that sort of stuff. He's just such a sweet man. But the interesting thing is that whenever they're in town, all those people, they'll just drop in. We don't know who's going to drop into the place.
So you never know who's going to be out there in the crowd?
No, I could be home one afternoon and I say, I'm in town, I'm doing a show, can I just drop in and do 5? Ray could be in town from overseas and say, I want to do a new magic bit, and I drop in. So it's fabulous, So
it's a bit like home?
It is. It's their club. It's their club rooms, so to speak. And the audience actually appreciate that because we get excited when they just drop in.
So apart from being funny, what do you do to chill out, relax?
Oh, look, the most valuable time for me is with my family. We adopted a little girl from overseas, Panema, and my wife Sue and I are just besotted by her.
How old is she now?
She's 14.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Adopted her when she was 6½. And even just going to India was an eye-opener for us, and it changed the way I think about the world and all that sort of stuff.
You sound like you're a lucky man.
Oh, I am. Very lucky. Very lucky. I do what I want to do for a living. It's been a challenge, but life has always been a challenge for everybody. But I have the most beautiful family. It's just, I'm a happy person.
Can't beat that.
No.
Thank you for your time.
And I live in South Australia. What else can you want?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you.
You too.